Oh, well, too bad. We were ready.
We're Snake. They're Snake. Just like that. I'm right back in it. Oh fuck, wait, it's not real. Ah, it's all easy in a day's work. Watch that score update. Oh yeah.
Alright. Now it's time for the commentary to really go down the shitter. Oh! Oh my god, why did that work? This character doesn't make sense. Alright, they're scrambling, both at high percents. A move will take it. I don't know what one that was. Brian?
That was F smash.
F smash took it! That move's -6. It's fucked up. And we're looking for the up airs. That's what Mega Mans do.
I'm not Mega Man.
You know. Mega Man. Alright, come on. Do the up airs. Let me...
I can't. He's too high.
No. Do the up airs. The C4 is going to take it. Winter's chucking out not as many grenades as I would have thought. And is going to SD. Nice little pineapple. Here's the up airs. Up air, up air. Even stock. Spoiler alert. Oh, going up and away. That was Sachet. Oh. This guy gets it.
Oh my god.
Oh, drop shield too early. Ryan's gonna be happy about that. Witchers is at a percent. I'm sure he's not happy to be at. Although Brian cannot get too comfortable. Especially with the amount of random knockback that they gave this stupid character. Alright, he's up there. Oh, and the forward strong is going to take it. Game one.
No, smash, not rivals.
Everything's forward strong, because that was a strong finish to game one. Coming out from the person who I did not give the point to. Let's swap that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The drop shadow on LBS in that versus transition is fantastic.
It's so clean. So clean.
Gotta love a drop shadow. Alright. I put the commentary levels in this shitter. Bring them back up. Oh boy. Last stock. But Brian was at a third.
Alright. Well, from the looks of it, Winters is certainly on the back foot, both in the set and in this game. He's trying to just take this first stock, using Nikita to do it, but Meta Knight capable of mixing up all of his recovery options and all of his options back to stage so much. It seems like he's also able to present the hitbox very often to just clank with Snake normals rather than bother with them very much. Getting off this ledge in the face of mortars and C4s, incredibly difficult, and Winters really just putting up the entire shop.
That's true.
And very good tech by Winters. Might have to do more. Cypher actually knocking Python off of his own edge guard. And it seems like if he had bounced away with that side beat, he would have probably SD'd off stage, so he has to just eat it out of shield punish by Snake. And Snake, certainly a hefty boy. Not going to be dying anytime soon off the top. But Python has Winters in this corner. trying to sneak in a good opportunity for some kind of kill confirm or even just win enough neutral to get a good edge guard.
This character really sold himself up.
And that's so unfortunate with the drag down of that back air. Python did have the opportunity for a jab lock, and it seems like he got Meta Knight's jab, which is a terrible jab lock tool because it just does the giant silly multi-hit.
Well, he didn't need it because he took it soon after with one of the specials.
Exactly. Still doing very well just out of Winter's Scramble to close out the stock. He is deep into this corner at 86. Winters has every opportunity with Snake to put on the gas or pump the brakes, but excellent call out of a quick defensive option by Winters. Python takes this advantage and will not let Winters land. Spot dodge up tilt, that is like the day one Snake. Oh right, I can just do this. This boot exists and is very good. Inkling with a Snake up tilt would be a top 1 character. I'll tell you that right now. Most characters with Snake up tilt would become top 1 very quickly. Yeah. Let's give a character who can't kill a boot that kills at 90 and is safe on shield. And now Python perfectly spacing his side beat through the F smash from Snake. And yeah, it seems like Winter's just a little bit flabbergasted by that. Gives up just enough stage for Python to line up an F smash, and that puts him back on perfectly even footing, and the percent's getting more and more even by the moment. Winter's trying to find the opportunity to land, spends 2 grenades doing so, putting both of our players up in the 80s and 90s. Kill percent for countless moves in Snake's kit for sure, and just the extra knockback to send Snake off stage is that much more opportunity for Meta Knight to set up a lethal edge guard. And Python betting it all.
Why did I kill?
This is a good
on Meta
move.
Knight down.
It is a good move.
Oh, that's certainly, yeah. Even with Rage as well, Snake is happy to kill with an up tilt right there. Well, it's Meta Knight at 90.
Oh, 91, okay!
It's Meta Knight at 90 with Snake with Rage. That's the situation. The real question there, especially if you're in Winter's shoes, is does Python actually commit to the hitbox of the down B here, or is this a retreating down B that's trying to get the like mental aspect? Because when you see like the very absurd like skilled Meta Knights breaking out this character, you have to do so much of that empty down B so people stop respecting the existence of the hitbox. Because as soon as somebody goes, oh, Meta Knight has disappeared, surely I'm fine, that's when they die incredibly early. But it is such a committal move if you do go for it. Very, very minus on shield. What's not minus on shield is a lot of Meta Knight's landing aerials here. Python's strategies of just trying to get Winters to drop shield at the appropriate points seem to be going quite well. Alright, not quite dead to that up tilt. A little bit earlier percent and no Rage on the Snake is going to help Python out. Actually finds himself caught in these normals. That was disgusting. Yeah, I don't know if you've like seen a lot of Snake before yet, Dirk, but up tilt is the most criminal move in this character's kit, and it's not close, and even then, the rest of his kit is also absurd. Nikita is a war crime. Nikita is a war crime in its own right. Grenade is a war crime as a frame 2 get off me option. Hey look, a frame 2 get off me option. Cypher is not particularly good. Is it frame 1?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just wrong. Very good spot dodge of the up tilt by Python. Is he able to make it back? Yes, he is. Incredibly good kind of boomerang of that neutral B to go catch Winters deep in the corner, close to the blast zone for a reasonably early kill. Oh, absolutely. And every single grenade hit on the previous stock is exactly what Winters wanted to happen. A combo-centric character like Meta Knight, it seems like these grenades are going to give you so much of a headache. And very good stall around Nikita there, and quickly getting aggressive from ledge. Winters caught by the side B. Once again, these beer versus grenades. There's our empty down B. And what's often forgotten with Meta Knight down B, that move has absolutely no lag when you don't choose the hitbox of it. You can just kind of dance around people, use it as a quick getaway. And so well caught. I mean, Snake disadvantage is often like laughably bad, and a lot of people like to say that it's terrible, but he has mix. That said, once you're in that Cypher off stage, if you're not committing to using an explosive to knock yourself out of the free fall, you are going to be a sitting duck. Python just aggressively catching all of these landing options, not quite spaced to catch the roll getup with that F smash. Winters is allowed back onto stage and allowed back onto platform for an up tilt to even the stocks. He's a bit low here, and the C4 is on the stage, so he does not have the ability to reset it for a saving grace in that moment. That puts Python up 2-1. And that is a pivotal lead to take in the set, because if Winters does close out the game 4 against Meta Knight, counter pick advantage not only for stage but also for potential character.
Choice.
Yeah. If he wanted to switch character right now, he has to do so announcing it to Winters, and Winters can change off of Snake as he likes. But if...
You're staying Snake no matter what?
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds like a switch is on the table.
I like the grime and asking the loser if he's planning on staying characters.
Yeah. Technically speaking, Winters does not have to commit to that, but Brian opting to stay in the Meta Knight situation. Meaning, game 5 is the situation where Winters will, assuming he's just won a game, have to commit to a character before Python has an opportunity to switch. And I actually love the combo trees that Python is choosing here, because he will regularly opt for slightly less damage but Snake further off stage, rather than potentially more damage but a Snake in the sky where he has access to grenade, access to C4. Absolutely. Precisely. And Meta Knight of all characters seems just suited for the job in that, since Snake loves recovering high, and Meta Knight can just get up high at any rate that he really wants. And I love that mix-up, just fading back the movement with bouncing on the stage. I'm gonna give him full credit. I have no idea how deliberate it actually was. You're not dead, right? Okay. Something in the back of my mind was like, is that a thing? I don't know. But Python getting a little antsy to catch a nice big punish on that ledge. Winters reclaiming the entirety of stage for it, sending Python into this corner. And unsafe little tippy toes on the shield give Python every opportunity for a juggle situation. Winters is allowed to land and to shield, but these nades are set up to slow this down to a grinding halt. And I love these boomerang tornadoes out of Python. It's an incredibly non-committal, if you've gone high, you are dead kind of
I didn't think I
option.
was tall enough for that.
And now, the actual, like, Python was absolutely right. It was just a slight execution and possibly a slight just data of Snake that saved Winters from that catch on the roll-in. And speaking of catching on trying to get in, Python perfectly spacing himself around Snake dash attack. And oh, that is so unfortunate. Probably going for an aerial and gets land into jab. There's a free punish to Winters and struggling a little bit to reclaim his footing. Once again, these explosions regularly are going to bail Snake out of disadvantage, but not necessarily unscathed. Both of these characters are going to take so much damage, but big difference when you are a tiny Meta Knight versus a hefty, thick boy that is a Snake. And there's the empty down B out of Python. Winters still finding himself dash attacking in the exact right position for it. And I don't know if that grenade was already held or if he pulled it in the middle of shuttle loop, but if he pulled it in the middle of shuttle loop, that's disgusting. Okay. Yeah. And here's our 5th war crime of Snake's kit, Nikita, forcing a high recovery out of Python, leading to a lost stock. And he is absolutely hoping that Winters presents a nice opportunity.
Oh!
That was so genius. He was like decisively dead if the explosion did not save him, but he knew it was in hand. That is brilliant. And now Snake has to recover low, and Meta Knight not having the correct hitbox to knock Snake out of Cypher. Meaning 79 is already racked up. Good roll away by Python. That would have been curtains for certain. Yeah, I know.
I like that.
I've used that before. And once again, you gotta be so cautious when a Snake up tilts your shield here. The options that actually cover it are few and far between. It seems like none of Meta Knight's aerial hitboxes are doing very well against Cypher.
Brother.
And just the inability to close out that stock leads to a 2-2 Game 5 situation in this loser's quarterfinals of Winters Python. First Game 5.
Game 3-0. First non-3-0.
Seems like Winters is starting to correctly adjust his kit around Python's own kit and just pick the correct tools for the jobs. But Python certainly has a trump card in his back pocket.
I'm fine with small battlefield if you are.
I picked it.
While DSR's on.
That means...
Meta Knight is
You
being
can't go back
hovered.
into the stage you last one on.
Did I win on Small Battlefield?
Yeah.
I did?
Was it your last win?
Small battlefield was his last win.
I won on PS2.
And small battlefield too.
So you can go back to PS2.
No, I can't. It's full DSR.
Why are you doing full DSR with the stage list?
I know.
Because it's an actually good
I'm
stage
fine
list
with
and you
small
can.
battlefield if you want.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I didn't realize. Okay. Good town. Sounds
Ooh,
fine.
we might get
That's a
some
Roy.
another KK
That's a Roy.
appearance.
That's gotta be a Roy. I mean, if they're gonna let you go to Town City, that's gotta be a Roy, right? Like, Meta Knight definitely can abuse those platforms, but Roy can abuse those blast zones, and that is where it matters. We actually demonstrated in the previous game just how much that kill power is going to matter.
Let's go.
KK on stage for this high full throttle situation, and Winters seems to be doing some kind of shopping on this stage. I don't know if his objective is necessarily to hit Python, but Python's objective is certainly to take this snake and cut him like a hot knife through butter, and that is a pretty hot knife, you gotta say. Actively flaming. Excellent check on the mixed text. Already up to 94 uncontested. Having to land into a boot, but these platforms are going to bail Roy right out of disadvantage. Into neutral on effectively final destination. Good parry, but even better movement out of Python. Alright, and I like pivoting out of that airborne situation from Python. You do not want to get just an incredibly early stock to snake F smash. That move takes a while to set up, but once you have it charged, you can absolutely just pull it at a moment's notice with somebody in your face. Alright, and it seems actually using the armor to get through the second hit of F tilt. Many snakes will tell you that that move sucks. Most people who play against Snake don't agree with them because like you still die to it, but yeah, that move sucks. Totally. And I actually love how Python is using these aerials to land out of tumble rather than any slow tech situation where that would give Winters the opportunity to get in. Python's struggling to find an overextension out of Winters. The platform there actually coming in clutch for Winters, letting him back on stage, but I mean, there's still a very red-haired boy there waiting with the sword for you. You've got to do something, and this will be a regrab, but he's got to respect Cypher, and he chooses to try to cover roll in. Winter's not giving it. Up throw will kill even on Town's ceilings.
Oh, the confidence even. Oh.
All right. I think that was potentially a shield poke. I don't know if he actually dropped.
I believe it was.
Just the existence of low shield plus grenade plus C4 on your feet is between many rocks, and all of them are explosive. No hard place needed. And very good safe shield pressure out of Python. Sneaks in a little spot dodge, just got a hard punish on Winters. Already 73 on the second stock. Winters trying to find opportunities to do these cheeky options that still require a time investment. Python's happy to present a sword in your face, even if you're in the middle of C4ing something that technically is not going to present a hitbox. Very keenly wavering around that. This forces Snake to once again go for Cypher. But as we know, Roy, not the ideal character for trying to edgeguard. He really can only jump out and jump back in. Excellent delay on the recovery from Python. Once again, unsafe pressure from Winters leads to him upbeat out of shield and unable to land. Python bringing it to the last stock, possibly of Winters' tournament, if he can't not only take this stock, only at 71 right now, and then mount an impressive, impeccable comeback. Winters trying to hold this corner, so many explosives set in, Python still weaving through. Grenade's actually setting up the ideal circumstance for Winters to close out a reasonably early stock. Seems that C4 on the platform went unacknowledged. That puts us back to nearly dead even. I mean, Winters is going to make it even less dead even with just some stray grenades blowing up on himself. Python's movement out of this corner, incredible. Winters all the way up to 83, spending resources willy-nilly. Rolls in, gets an F-tilt, and that's why snakes say F-tilt suck. The first hit not going to confirm into the second, and we're back to neutral. Python trying to opt to cook the grenade.
No, I was trying to throw it.
Oh,
I thought he just didn't realize he picked it up.
I thought you were waiting to throw it. Oh. And Python, it seemed as though he was trying to bait out a quick defensive option by Winters, but just didn't get the exact one he had in mind. But you can tell, but by both these players, the pressure is on. Python getting aggressive and still kind of whiff punished for his own correct hit efforts. Nail biter circumstance, and Winters forcing himself into disadvantage with grenade, but using that as a bait to set up C4, catching Python's approach in. And that is a 3-2 set in Winters' favor.
3 times and the grenade didn't throw.
That is so weird.
It's probably because it wasn't like reset to neutral enough. Because this game is really well made. It's well played. Awesome.
Alrighty.
Good set.
Good time.
That was a close.